Israel warns it will give Hamas one last chance to secure a deal over hostages before a land operation into Rafah begins. Israel warned Egypt it will give Hamas one last chance to secure a deal over hostages before a land operation in Rafah begins. Israeli media reported the Israeli delegation was willing to make further widespread concessions to secure a deal, but warned against any further feet-dragging by Hamas. Probing the cases of UNRWA workers accused by Israel of collaborating with Hamas, UN investigators said they have dropped 5 cases out of 19 due to the lack of evidence from the Israeli side. One case was closed completely and 4 more were suspended, pending more evidence from Israel. Investigators will continue working on the remaining files. Meanwhile, more aid is pending from the Freedom Flotilla, a gathering of several ships carrying around 5,500 tons of humanitarian cargo in a port near Istanbul. Their departure into Gaza has been delayed several times.
Russia renewed its attack on Ukraine, striking at the nation's energy sector. Energy facilities in the south and west of the country were attacked, leaving 2 dead and 10 wounded, according to Ukrainian media. The attack came after 34 missiles were launched against Ukraine, though 21 were shot down.
It's a tragedy unfolding in front of our eyes, because if we had all the necessary air defense systems, we would have saved lives and our economy from destruction.
Further east, a psychiatric hospital was damaged in Kharkiv, leaving a 53-year-old woman hurt. Photos from the scene showed a huge crater on the ground, as well as patients taking shelter in corridors. One Russian rocket fell only 15 kilometers from the Polish border, according to the Polish Prime Minister.
With the European Parliament elections just 6 weeks away, fears are mounting that democracy in the EU could be under threat from spies. Despite experts warning about state-sponsored intelligence operations for several years, Germany is the latest European country to be rocked by a spying scandal. Political professor Dr. Hajo Funke says the AfD is one of the most dangerous parties in Europe.
Es gab eigentlich die ganze Zeit Vorwürfe gegen Maximilian Krah, die ganze Zeit Vorwürfe gegen Bistron. Das sind 2 sehr radikale Vertreter innerhalb des rechtsextremen Flügels dieser Partei. Und ja, es mag sein, dass sie die Zeit, also dass die Behörden die Zeit gut fanden, das Ganze aufzudecken.
The arrest and firing of the advisor to AfD's European Parliament top candidate Maximilian Krah for spying for China has shaken the party. The German Bundestag met to discuss Russia and China's threat to European democracy.
Ihr Laden, Herr Kupala, dient dem russischen Präsidenten. Das politische Vorbild Ihrer Partei ist die Kommunistische Partei in China. All das wird jeden Tag deutlicher. Und all das zeigt, die AfD ist eine Schande für dieses Haus und für unser ganzes Land, meine Damen und Herren.
The Alternative for Germany party has distanced itself from Krah, who denies being involved with the espionage. Earlier this month, AfD's second European candidate Peter Bistron also denied accepting €20,000 from a pro-Russian portal.
But these allegations could be just the tip of the iceberg, with experts warning that authoritarian networks are using espionage tactics to gain political, military and diplomatic advantages across Europe. Liv Stroud in Berlin for Euronews.
In Denmark, the tradition of using granite for gravestones has posed environmental challenges due to its heavy importation from countries such as India and China, contributing significantly to carbon dioxide emissions. However, Nicolaj Tim Andersen, a visionary stonesmason, decided to forge a different path by replacing granite with a local resource, clay. Those creations are already being used at some Danish cemeteries. Despite this success, he aims to further reduce carbon emissions by streamlining production processes within Denmark.